All good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A run with a 2nd-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 35 on second down, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. It forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The Vikings at 2-8 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. Gets past one man. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Dalvin Cook. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5,
and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now Cook running right.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Powering forward. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here we go.
Cousins again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off-play action. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jones to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march for the chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that makes our score 17-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fields this way up at the 17.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now an end around as Cousins have just popped this forward.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Pick up at 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jones, another shot here after the pick six.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Oh, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll run for it. Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Cook turned away on fourth and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matt Judon from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 40 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Cousins. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jones.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Jones.
Open man is born. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Now Jones.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Jones. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Jones.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Jones.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future win from sending the win like this one was.
So for Minnesota, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
All the boys and girls, I I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim in my face. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? The gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Let's go! '79 Broncos! Ready, right? Check it! 69 Rick, 60. Ready! Hut! Hold it ready! Cardinal, 18 Let's go now. Bronco easy. Here we go, here we go. Take over. Get it! Go! Hey! Ready! Set! Ready! Get up! 60. Ready? Ready? 60 Bobcat. Okay, break. Ready? Two.